Cool. Hi, we're Lights. You're live in Limbo. Golden out now, which is doing really well. How are you guys feeling about that?
Good. I mean, we're really proud of that EP because we, for a long time, we were working with a lot of producers and writers and like working with other people on their songs, but we were never happy with the results. So we finally made a decision to produce ourselves and just do everything ourselves. And so we wrote that song for the kids, released that, which led to a bunch of other things, and became that EP Golden. And we, you know, being self-produced, it's really rewarding to get that out and get great feedback.
Was it your first time self-producing, or is it something that you're familiar with from before?
We're familiar with that. I mean, we've done a lot of it, but it's just, this was the first time we were able to do it with some backing.
Yeah. Right. And speaking of backing, like I was seeing you guys set up, and I commented on it before, but the light setup I think is fantastic. I think it's really nice. And what was your intention for the concert as a whole?
Well, I mean, I guess those slashes, we're always using these forward slashes, and that's sort of our logo, for lack of a better word, and we didn't want the lights to just be like, you know, park cans on the floor. We wanted it to be sort of an art installation. You know? So we, you know, it's just very simple, but the fact that it glows and that it's something people can type, you know, it's just very universal. It's a universal symbol. So, and being silhouetted always provides like a cool mood when you're watching a show.
We do all of our own designs, so all the aesthetic, there's always a common thread. So, you know, those slashes that you see behind the drums, they're also in the poster art and, you know, Facebook ads and or whatever, print, you know, or CDs. And, you know, we also do that all in-house ourselves. And, you know, Afterwards is a great label. They nurture us doing it ourselves, you know. So it's a whole 360 artist thing that we're doing.
So, are there any other modern influences that you have that maybe perhaps influenced Golden, or?
YouTube. I don't know if that's modern, but they're still around.
They're still around. There you go.
Arguably, they still write great songs. I mean, I get a lot of crap for saying that, but I mean, I don't know. You can't really deny the success that band has had.
Right.
They're so accessible, and they have such an insane fan base, and it's like they've conquered the world. You know, there's just something to be said about that. That being said, I love the ambition of that, and I love, like, there's no, like, I don't know, it's not contrived, you know, it's like, that's just what they do, that's who they are, so it's like, we feel, maybe not to that extent, we feel similar to that, like, we have a similar kind of outlook, and so we just wanted to write songs that, you know, a lot of people could connect with, and not corner ourselves into one certain genre, if any, so it's like, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it.
So speaking of writing, how does the writing process work? Like, will you guys throw ideas at one another, or will somebody have like the bare bones of a structure of a song and you drive pieces together, or how does it work usually?
Yeah, I mean, usually I'll come up with like an idea, a basic idea, and then we funnel it around, and we just chip away at it until it becomes what we want it to be, and then we usually hash it out live, and if it doesn't work live, we'll go back to the studio, tweak more. That's one of the perks of self-producing. We can like go and fine-tune, test it, bring it back. It's not like we're renting this $500 big studio or anything.
Right, so you've got the Radiohead approach where you'll play songs live, and depending on the reaction, that's what you'll end up releasing, right?
I mean, you know, maybe. It depends, you know, it just depends on the song.
Most of the time, I think, because, like, you know, I think for me, as a concert goer, going to a concert, I have to take away something from the live aspect. You know, what I love is bands where they, you know, the recording is great, but the live version is even better. And I think that's what we're always striving to achieve.
So do you want to keep the live setting and the album setting kind of separated, but not too much so they'll still connect? Or do you want to match like what you two will have, for instance, where you can hear that the theatrics on the album that you will see matched live, but even more so because it's more grander on the scale?
I mean, our goal is to primarily be half electronic, half rock, you know, and that's what we tried to convey on the record, and that's also what we try to convey live, but being a live band and just being loud, it's like, it comes off more rock live, but the goal is to definitely, you know, try to be able to recreate what we do on the record live, you know, in sound. relatively close to that without like. Some bands can do the whole, they're a totally different thing live than they are on the record, but that's not really our style. You know?
That's cool. You've got this new EP out now. When is it time to release that full length that's going to take the world by storm?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. No, I mean, we're always working on stuff, so I mean, we'll see. We're going to be working on this EP, or touring on this EP for a while, and you know, we'll see. The sooner the better, but it just depends on how many songs we have. We're always working towards it, though.
For sure. But is there anything like in the woodworks at all for like a full-length album or anything, or is that like you're focusing solely on Golden right now?
Well, I mean, right now the focus is on Golden, but we are starting to put our feet in a little bit when it comes to writing new stuff, and the goal is to do it full length.
Yeah, there's a bunch of ideas already out there, you know, so that's, you just gotta...
We're playing a song that we haven't recorded yet live tonight.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Similar to testing out the waters, I guess.
Yeah, we're doing some testing.
Well, you've got like a lot of people lining up outside actually, and speaking of which, you've got this abundance of fans now. Like on YouTube, you'll have like hundreds of thousands of views and all of that. How was that so far? Because the band's relatively new, so how is that reception so far?
I mean, I think we're lucky that, you know, these guys took us out on tour, ex-ambassadors. They're the nicest band, and they're also...
We're the nicest band.
Well,
oh yeah.
There's a competition happening.
Yeah, well, we're Canadians, so you can't be nicer than us.
Oh, well, you guys...
Not with that ego anyway, sorry.
But like, you know, the recordings are great. They're an awesome live band, and we've just been lucky that, you know, we've been getting... This whole tour has been great. You know, there's lots of people, and I think we have similar genres where, you know, we don't overstep each other. We're different enough, but it's a good package. Yeah. Plus, they're nice.
Oh yeah, they're really nice. We had a chance to talk to them earlier, and it went really well. And you're right, because you both are because you are relatively a rock band, you're dabbling in other genres as well. And you said you're like to dabble in electronic music and you're trying to bring that live as well, even though it's difficult. What about diving further into electronic music, like perhaps with house or even ambient? Do you see yourselves going down that road, or do you still want to keep like a firm grip on like the rock genre you have?
It depends. I mean, this new thing that we're playing is fairly dance.
Yeah.
There's definitely dance undertones to it, but again, it's one of those things where we don't want to dig ourselves too deep in one direction. So it's like that's why we're taking all these different influences and just trying to pile them into one thing that sometimes makes sense and sometimes is inconsistent. But you know, when it makes sense, that's how we know it's a song. So we're not going to go down any particular road. It's just we're doing what works each time we try to write.
That sounds good. You haven't had any writing blocks or anything yet? Any burdens that have gotten in your way when it comes to writing, or has it relatively been easy?
Well, it's kind of a two-way street with self-producing because we get hung up on stuff. And sometimes it takes a long time to finish a song, but...
I think what took the longest was probably honing the sound.
Yeah.
You know, because like we love pop melodies, you know, if you strip it out, take out the electronics and all the acoustic elements, like play an acoustic guitar, the melody still shines, right? But the sound, like we just finally, I think We're the Kids was like kind of set the tone and golden.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah. So that's kind of alright. That's what we wanted to do.
Yeah, that's what we did.
It's pretty sweet, and it sounds great. The new EP, it sounds fantastic. So you did a good job on that. And as you confirmed what I said before, that you focus a lot on the aesthetics, like the sound production and all of that. And you were saying that it's a bit of an issue with trying to hone the actual production itself. Like, what were some of the biggest issues you had when it came to fixing up the production?
Gear.
Gear. No, I mean, it's hard not to overdo it. You know, sometimes you just throw everything at it and it just becomes a big mess. It's like the hardest part, I think, is knowing when to sort of let go of it and just say, all right, it's done. You know. So we struggle a lot with that because you're going in with a microscope, and like when you get to the end of the song, you're hearing all these things that the listener will never ever hear. You know what I mean? Yeah. So the hardest part is being able to zoom out and go, is this good? And if it's not, zoom back in, do your work, and then be able to zoom out again. Yeah, and understand it. You know, that's the hardest part for me, at least. You dabble into social media, right? So, how constant is that? Like, is it like you're getting all these messages all the time that you've got to respond to, or do you like try to pile up?
I know. Sometimes I get in trouble. I try to get back as fast as I can, and I get some help too. Like, try to get back react to people as fast as we can. It's hard when you're like loading and stuff, but like I'll throw out my phone every once in a while, I'll check, you know. But it's a great time passer when you're on the road.
There you go.
Yeah, and then you're just connecting with people. And we met some amazing people this tour that are going to stick around.
Oh yeah?
We'll see you next time. So.
What kind of people are they? Is it like fans, or are they people that want to like work with you?
Oh,
or?
like fans.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
all kinds of
Wow, well, good.
People taking pictures, great longs. That guy's great.
Yeah, our buddy Long is a fantastic photographer.
Cool.
You just get these, like, you play the show, and it's sort of, you know, kind of like wherever, you know, it's just a bar somewhere, but like, you get a great photographer, and it looks so much bigger than it is.
And he brought us cake.
Yeah, brownies.
Brownies.
Wow.
The thing about this tour is like you keep getting these baked goods from people, and I am in love because I have a sweets person.
Oh, yeah?
So I kind of like
Yeah.
keep them in my row of the band.
She walks out of the gas station with like an armful of Starburst, and like a soda that's like a bucket, you know? She's a mad
But
woman.
I don't know, people have been just so welcoming every city we've been to. It's really cool.
That's crazy. I've never heard of bands getting baked goods. Never mind like a whole slew of them. That's fantastic. So what have you gone on? You said cakes, brownies, anything else, or?
Noah's mom.
Oh yeah, Noah's the guitar player for Ex Ambassadors. His mom on the first night brought everyone cookies, but she brought us a big thing of cookies, and we inhaled them
Wow.
very quickly.
That's fantastic. I want to be part of your band now. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Do you need like a xylophone player or anything? I can't even play that. Speaking of duties in the band, you helped build the set, right? Or was it like your whole genius?
I'm more like a gear guy, handle on the teching.
When something breaks, Randy's like, "All right, I got it."
Randy is basically an electrical engineer.
Yeah,
Wow.
I do.
You are.
Yeah.
I'm a do-all kind of guy.
Yeah.
Did you study that, or is that just something you know?
Well, I grew up with it. My dad was an electrician.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I mean, he and I are like, we hit up swap meets all the time. Like, we buy, like, just beat to hell guitars and amps and we sell them for a long time.
Cool.
So I learned electronics. I built my own fence pedals for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just a hobby. I just dove into it.
You
Just got really good at it.
You've got the Eddie Van Halen approach.
Yeah.
You've got like these Frankenstein guitars all over the place,
He
right?
does.
Yes.
He does.
That's fantastic.
I'm just throwing it there.
He likes to take things apart.
Yeah.
Frequently take it.
You're an analog guy. Well, when we put a computer in front of him, he was like, oh no.
Command what? Where's the mouse?
Now you're a wizard, but it was funny.
So how did you set up the get up for this concert? Was it a lot of planning, or was it just resorting back to the common, the 4 slashes you were talking about? How did that come together?
It was all a collective effort. I mean, we had the idea of 4 slashes. We kind of had an idea. Me and Ryan and Anthony got together. We always said like input, like what we wanted. Just figured out how to put 4 slashes behind it.
Yeah.
That lit up.
And we had to go to Home Depot and buy tons of PVC. It looked nuts.
Oh, there's a picture online that's
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
hilarious.
There's a
Yeah.
picture on Instagram of me holding just like racks of like 10-foot PVC
I
pipe.
think sometimes like at rehearsal, the most exciting part is getting there 2 hours early and just teching it.
Yeah.
Randy with this drill, me with a like computer.
I've not heard that before. Most bands would just like to like get back here, have a drink or two.
We do that too. At the same time.
Except for now, because I'm using up your time for this.
All good.
It's all good. So while you're setting up and everything, like when it comes to the music itself, how do you warm up for that? Like apart from like the actual soundtrack itself, do you have any
We don't.
rituals or anything?
We should.
Well, you have a lot of time to get that together, right?
Yeah, now we have a little time after this, so maybe we will.
You always mess up the like all hands in thing. Like, and always like.
We always try to do a pre-show
Practice right now.
Yes, practice right now.
You don't want to make a fool out of
Yeah, I don't want to record it on this.
It's all recording here on the
us.
podcast.
Immortalize our failure.
Yeah.
Well, you're practicing music. You got to practice that. That's how you start off a good show. And it's like, oh shit, I messed that up. Then you're going and being like, oh man, I messed that up. What else?
And you're all thrown off the whole time.
You're all thrown off. No, I think you're gonna have a great show, and it should be great because I've seen the setup. I've seen you guys practicing. We couldn't get any B-roll because we were charging the battery. Sorry, my
Sorry.
sorry, but no, it looks fantastic, and I think think it'll be a good show.
Awesome.
So, best of luck with that.
Thanks.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Where can we find all of you collectively and individually online?
Well, we have, Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff, and then we all have individual Twitter and Instagram accounts.
It's all linked.
Yeah, so everything's linked to our Twitter. If you pop on Twitter, there's a direct link to everyone's individual profile and stuff.
Well, that's highly convenient. That's the techie working again, just putting that all together so it's easy and it's functional.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic. I like that approach. It's great. So, thank you again for this interview. I highly appreciate it. And, this is Andreas Babiolakis at Adelaide Hall, and thank you for watching. You're live in Limbo.